Baby, the way you got me feeling, dancing in the dark, I'm barely breathing, walking through the night, my heart is beating, for you, for you, for you, for you.
Baby, the way you got me feeling, dancing in the dark, I'm barely breathing, walking through the night, my heart is beating, for you.
2, 1. Welcome back to the 920 podcast where we talk about everything.
Anything.
And Brenda Song.
Brenda Song.
Episode 15, dude. Hi, good morning.
How's it going?
Breakfast, coffee, essentials, the usual. I know we don't really like talk about topics like this.
Yeah.
But we're gonna talk about our people today. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine. I'm down with that.
We're gonna talk about our people today.
We talk about our people. I did some our people shit last weekend too.
Wait, what?
I did some our people shit last weekend.
Oh yeah, for real? What did you do last week?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all right. So I did some my people shit last weekend. We did it on name, bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the first time I've known you for what, and I've never even heard you go close to anywhere,
Right?
like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, I don't ever go to names and shit, but damn, last weekend I guess it was important, so we went to one.
Oh yeah. Did you go to your parents or what?
Yeah, we went to my parents' house.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, last week we kind of took a hiatus from each other, bro. Like,
Yeah.
we just took a break.
I mean, we see each other. We see each
is
other
that?
like weekly, right? What?
Oh, that's the coffee.
Yeah, coffee.
I was like, what the fuck?
That's how much of coffee addicts we are. Got coffee on the table. Got coffee brewing. Excuse me. Shit. What was I on?
Owning stuff?
Yeah. But yeah, like we see each other weekly though.
Yeah.
And we see each other more than enough. So I feel like, just a little bit from each other, it's okay.
Yeah.
Because this next 2 weeks is gonna be anywho, it's gonna be fucking busy for us anyway. So.
Well, this weekend I'm going to Hash Bash. And I don't think you're going with me.
No, I don't think so either.
No.
Yeah, this weekend I got some social media platform stuff to take care of. So.
That's good.
But anyways, on aim. Wow, when was the last time you had to go to an event like that?
A long time ago, bro.
Yeah, a long time ago?
Yeah, like usually I don't go if it's not that important. You know what I mean? So I really don't go.
Yeah.
But this one was like really important, so I had to go. So
Yeah.
it's been a few years.
Oh shit.
Been a few years.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've been to one too. And I should be going to these stuff, but welcome back to the YouTube channel, baby.
As more people, we should go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
But it's like the thing is like I'm a Christian now, so
yeah.
it's like I don't really partake in a lot of the things they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't want no one to feel no type of way or disrespect. Like I'm not there trying to disrespect nobody.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm not trying to disrespect my own religion either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like it's kind of hard to battle that. You know what I mean? Because they always talk about like you gotta like pay name, right?
Yeah.
It's like I'm not gonna. I don't do that no more. I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
You can be there. You just can't pay names. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have family members.
Because I respect the religion. You know what I mean? I don't bash on nobody. You believe in what you want to. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Some people just don't feel that type of way. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's harder for one to turn their eye on that respect in that type of form. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because like I think everyone's so like into their own like biased world out here that they don't see it that way. You know what I'm saying? They're like, no, like that's not what we do anymore. Stop you. Yeah. Everyone's so fucking needy. You know what I'm saying? Not calling on anybody out. Okay, I'm just speaking in general and in terms of good. Okay. Do not come at me, please. It's too early for that. But I'm coming at you guys. But like I mean, I'm just going off of that too. It's just where the fuck are we at with our Hmong people, huh? I woke up today and I'm like, damn, fools. where we are at in the social media world, and and just as a people in general, you know what I'm saying? Why is it so difficult for us, huh? Why the fuck is it so difficult for us, huh?
I think I can kind of answer that question,
Yeah?
bro.
Okay.
This is what I think.
Okay.
Okay. I think is that like it's so hard for us Hmong people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's we came here late, bro.
Yeah.
We came here in what, like the 70s,
Yeah, okay.
80s,
Yeah,
90s.
yeah.
We still got Hmong people coming here.
Yeah.
Like, we just came late, man.
Yeah.
It's not like everybody who like Chinese people got forced here, slaves and shit like that. Everybody got forced here except us.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah. I mean, in a way.
Well, not everybody,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, like, in a way, we did kind of get forced here, but
Yeah, in a way we did
Yeah,
too,
in a
but
way,
we
yeah.
had nowhere else to go.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
I think that's why it's so hard for us too, because like we've been always like stuck in this little like we don't know where to go, and if
You thinking like Hmong people got like identity issues, bro?
oh hell yeah, we are in a whole identity crisis. You
Like
know
we
what I'm
don't know
saying?
what we are, dude. We're
Yeah.
not Chinese.
Yeah.
We're not Thai people. We're not Laos people.
Yeah, and sometimes I don't even know if like we can call ourselves like it's really hard. And it's a sensitive topic, but I think it's really hard to even call yourself like Hmong people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like that's stolen. You know what I'm saying? Like
What? What's stolen?
like that title. That name. You know what I'm saying?
Hmong?
Yeah.
But do you want to know what Hmong means?
It's to be free, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think there's just so much freedom there that we don't know how to control it. But like it's just my opinion, and I'm not asking for right or wrong, but I'm just saying I think that little freedom that we have now that we moved over is a little harder for us to comprehend and accept. You know what I'm saying? We can't move forward because we're still trying to find that little medium. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that made sense, but it made sense in my head. Because
It didn't make sense for me. I'm
no,
sorry.
yeah. Well, what didn't make sense?
Like I don't understand what you mean by stuck in a position.
Stuck in a position.
Yeah, like in finding that median. Like what do you mean?
That medium of like like self, almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, we have our own like kind of culture, right? We have our own kind of ways of doing everything, but I think we're still in between of being still in the old ways and the new ways.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
In that sense, okay, I
yeah,
get it.
I'm sorry, I didn't really explain that. But like I feel like we're still just kind of stuck in that right in between,
Yeah,
where we don't know where to go.
Yeah,
you know?
like how weddings used to be like super fucking long.
Right. I never really got that either.
You remember
You know what I'm
weddings
saying?
used to be like a whole weekend, bro?
Yeah, like
Friday they come and like Xiong and shit.
Yeah.
And then Saturday they get up early and then do all that meat shit and then
Yeah.
like the whole thing would take like all motherfucking day on Saturday, bro.
Yeah.
And then these motherfuckers won't leave until like midnight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when my wedding, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Dude,
your wedding was like that.
hell yeah, dude.
Oh,
It was like so traditional, bro.
Uh.
Like they made it so traditional, like down to the T, dude.
Right.
Like I was drinking with no hands and out of a bowl and shit. And,
Yeah. Okay.
dog, for real, dude. All that to get divorced.
Damn. that sucks. Well, what can you do, right?
It's okay, man.
You okay,
I laugh
friend?
about it. I laugh about it. It's just funny.
Yeah,
It's a good
yeah.
experience, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I ain't never doing that again. You know?
Would you get remarried again?
Me?
Yeah.
Depends.
Yeah.
I would. It depends with who.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's got to be the right person, you know?
Yeah. But anyways, going back onto the topic of being long as fuck. I think that goes for Hmong weddings, funerals.
Yeah.
Like I just never understood like why now it's like cut off short, or like now we can cut it short. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
It's because, like, from what my dad said to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because back then, everybody just walked everywhere.
Yeah.
So it takes a long time to get to places. So that's why there's
Yeah.
so much, like, Nothal and shit like that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah,
But-
yeah.
And these processes, but now it's like, dude, we drive everywhere,
we
man.
got cars.
We got cars.
Yeah.
Just cut it short.
We got phones.
Yeah. And it's like, you know how like back then they used to kill like hella cows and freedom
Yeah,
rolls and shit,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
It'd be like 13, 14 cows sometimes.
Yeah.
And they just throw away all the meat.
Yeah.
So my dad was like, dude, we only did that because like some people came from far away.
Yeah.
So we just kept killing
Keep
cows
eating,
to eat
yeah.
until everybody showed up.
I was just gonna say I'd only imagine like they have like a week and like a week worth of traveling and like every day is just like a cow and everyone who came is just like constantly eating not the cow and then nothing see you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that way,
Okay.
yeah, I get it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like now it's just like, dude, sometimes we just like, chimpa fucking guy, poche. Like, dude, what the heck is going on here? You know?
Right.
Yeah. It should be crazy, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you know, this is all gonna tie in with what we're gonna talk about too with Brenda Song, but we're gonna figure out this identity crisis first, okay? I just man, I think we did hit it on the nail, you know.
We hit it pretty good.
We hit it on the nail pretty good, but what do you guys think? You know, let us know down in the comment section
Jump down in the comments.
because I feel like this is a very like I could talk about this like all day, you know, like, but then it's very 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 sensitive too because you know social media nowadays,
They
you
can
know,
turn it and twist it as what they want.
yeah, you know, and how we portray, like other Hmong people, you know, and like you know, just being biased about it is I think it's so unhealthy right now, you know, like everywhere I look, like man, like all my Hmong brothers and sisters, man, like we argue with each other for like the wrong reasons, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's like every week there's a new video, a fight video at White Dragon.
yeah, you know, like
Unison or Doghouse.
like you know, for me, like I'm not really like I'm not about that life, nor do I really care to click on those videos. You know what I'm saying? Like if I see those videos, I'm like, damn, like that sucks. You know what I'm saying? But like I don't really see it as like a thing where I would promote. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm not. I mean, like maybe you'll find like 2-3 of my comments in the. Sometimes when I'm feeling motherfucking like, like I need to say something. I'll put like a little stupid comment in there, you know. But like everybody gets it, you know. We're on social media, you know.
Hey, we all
Everything on-
trolls.
Yeah, everything on the internet, dude. I'm sorry, man, but it's not for the weak. So I will put a stupid ass comment down there. You know what I'm saying?
You can't take it, don't post it up.
Right,
dog.
right. That's what I'm saying. But you know, I mean, I've questioned a lot of my posts, but you know, but I feel like in that direction, right? Going back to it a little bit, like it's just like we're picking fights with the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? You know?
Why we even picking fights?
Yeah,
Ain't nothing to
you know what I'm
fight
saying?
for.
For real, dude. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I mean, you know, I think it even goes back to like first episode where you know, where we just can't get along and we can't just, you know, there's a reason why there's not a lot of people out right now. You know, there's a reason why we don't have a strong sense of Hmong community and around this town. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I feel like it's that little tension of like us not knowing that happy medium, I guess you could say, you know. But you looking like you're thinking the other way. Let me know your opinion, son.
I think we're just not mixed into the same crowd as everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Because in a sense, there is that in the community, but there
Yeah.
not. Like I get what you mean,
Yeah.
but because like there's a couple of us that are not like tight into the Hmong community because of our certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like, okay, I could say like I'm just gonna use me as an example because I'm a prime example of like I'm not like super strong and like you know I'm not one to like be a spokesperson for this, but but I'm not like really you know like how they would say is "Cuchito don't," you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I don't sit at the table, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
my dad, he was a really strong figure in that, you know, like, and he sat at the tables.
Yeah.
But for me, I didn't take behind him, you know, like you know, and I feel bad for that, you know, but like at the same time, like I was still right behind him though, you know.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, I just didn't sit at the tables. I'm not like culturally fucking exposed, you know what I'm saying? So
See,
like
the thing was, I was out. I'm not like that either.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the difference was, I was culturally exposed to all that stuff.
right,
Like, I was at all the funerals. I was like,
right.
I even like did thing for a little bit too. You know
Oh,
what
yeah?
I mean? Like, I did all that. Though.
Wow.
But it's like, it just came to a point where it's just like, I don't know. I just didn't want to do it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, my dad
yeah.
is like, in Milwaukee, he's like one of the top guys in Milwaukee. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
For the,
yeah.
for a Vang family.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Me personally, I'm not into it. I'm not
Yeah.
into, like, I don't know. They just don't do stuff where I'm really interested in.
Right,
you know what I
right,
mean?
right. Is it a strong sense of like responsibility that you feel like you need to? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Because they always talk about, like, shupa, right?
yeah, yeah.
But it's just like, for what do I need
Right,
help with?
right, right,
You know what I mean?
right,
Like, what are you going to help me with?
right.
And it's like, in reality, it's like, the only person that can help me is me.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't need you. I don't, like, it's not that I don't need your help.
yeah.
It's just like,
yeah.
it's just me. I just
Right.
don't need it. I just don't want it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but
And I don't think anything is wrong with that.
yeah.
You know? But I
they,
think
they take it as like a way where, like, oh, I don't
yeah.
respect the family
Yeah,
type shit. But
yeah,
it's
like-
like, no, I respect the family. It just,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't want it. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want what you guys want. What's the problem with that? You know?
right. And I think that's where we are, you know? Like that's where we are. Because I think it's just like us being as Hmong people too, is just kind of like we have a strong sense of like responsibility to like kind of drag that along to be our identity, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like it should be part of your identity. Don't get me wrong. You know, like
Like, yes, I agree that, yes, it's a part of us. It's,
Right.
But it's like, can we evolve from that? You know what I mean?
You know, and I don't think we ever can, you know, because we were so traditional, you know what I'm saying? And like you good job you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
So
And
like
it's like, dude, like, you do not know how furious my mom and dad was when I told them I wanted to be Christian, bro.
right.
Like, that was a battle itself. Me moving out was a battle. Everything I did
Yeah.
was like so untraditional
Yeah.
that it was a battle every time I did it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And I'm sure it hurt your parents too, because like I mean like you said you're like you know, like just imagine like that like everything that they stood for.
Yeah, I get it. I
You know,
get
right?
it. I get where they're coming from.
Right.
But it's like, but I can't
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do what you'd want.
Yeah, I think it's a hard separation
Because
for
it's
sure.
like, do I hold myself as a man and do what I keep doing as a man?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
do I fold and not be your son? You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like,
That's
that's real
that's
tough
difficult.
situation.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's-
mean?
That's difficult.
But I chose what I chose, and I'm here now.
You know, and
And still stand up for what I want, man.
yeah, you know, and I think that's what we got to do. But I think we just there's a certain type of way that we should do it, right? But like we just I don't know how, and nor do I don't know if you guys
I don't
do.
know
You know
the
what I'm
answer
saying?
either.
If you guys have the answer, you know, like feel free, you know, like.
Yeah.
But then like I think it's just like it's just we're so like we're still so enclosed. You know what I'm saying? You remember that paragraph I sent you over the phone? You remember what I wrote?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like I just feel like we're just still so enclosed, you know, like we like just think about it, like it's only been what 50 years, damn near.
Since we've been here.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
well 40 if I do my math correctly. 60,
Some around there. Not even
2025,
not even 100 years.
right? You know, like just think about it, like it's still pretty fresh in people's minds. You know what I'm saying? I think so. You know, like What year did your parents get over here?
87
87.
or 88,
Yeah.
87.
I
86.
believe my family got over here like in the 70s, right? And like what we've been here for however long, right? And it's just like, and we adapt to this American culture, you know what I'm saying, that we have no fucking idea of, you know. And you just think about it, like all the churches that helped us get over here, you know what I'm saying, like. Just imagine like that the world then, you know what I'm saying, like them trying to convert, them trying to be traditional, you know, like I could only imagine what like everybody went through back then, right?
Yeah.
Because I was an accident, so you know.
Okay, I was supposed to be a girl, man. I was supposed to be a girl.
We both got problems, baby. You know, like I could only imagine, right? But then like I feel like this is still like a part of going along of the lines of what where we were meant to be, you know. And I think Brenda Song is a very, 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 very strong example of how she separated, and why she made it, And what I wanted to talk about with that is just my opinion, my view of how and why. Is I think, just think about how Brenda Song, when she came out as a celebrity, she didn't flaunt the fact that she was Hmong. You know what I'm saying? Like she didn't take on the role of like, I'm my people. I'm doing it for my people. You know, like, and I love that about people. You know, like, sure, do it for your people, but like, make sure you can handle it yourself first, and then
do it for yourself
and
first.
then do it for yourself first, and then express yourself. You know, like that's the only reason. Like I feel like she made it super, super far because she had nobody like pulling her back. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not her responsibility was being an actress. You know,
because for a long time no one even knew she was Hmong.
Yeah, people thought she was Thai.
Or
you know?
Chinese.
Yeah, or Chinese, and obviously she is. You know, but her background is just. I think her background's super cool too. I watched some of her little podcasts and little interviews, but I'm like. I think it's super cool too that she did have supporting parents, you know, and grandparents, you know, and they sent her through, you know, the schools that needed her for needed that training for her to be an actress. You know what I'm saying? And she did have a strong support system compared to
what we
have, where it's more of like
just go to school.
Yeah, it's a strong support system, but it's very.
Go be a doctor. Go to school, be a doctor.
It's basic, right?
Dude, that's everybody's. Yeah. From our parents, like that's their goal for us. Is go to school, be doctors.
Yeah.
It's like, but I like to play music. Can I play music? No, it's a waste of time.
Right.
Just go to school, be a doctor.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
It's never like I can't have fun. You know what I mean? Like every day's just work. And that's what they know. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Because I tell you what, like, when my dad was still here, like, you know, even in school and work, it was very short. Every conversation that we had was very, 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 very short. It was just when he dropped me off for school, it was more of the pep talk in the morning was just do your stuff, you know, just make sure you work hard.
Pass.
Yeah, make sure you pass today, you know, or make sure you work hard. And that's it, you know. And then when he dropped me off at work, it was more of like, just make sure you work hard, you know. And so like it was more of like a straightforward line compared to thinking creatively, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like maybe everyone in general too, right? But I think it's a little more difficult for us as Hmong people and as a
Well, I think for us, like Hmong people, to break that chain, for our next generation, we have to be the supporting for our kids.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, because I have kids, and I support my kids totally different from how my parents supported me.
Yeah.
And it's just like, do what you love to do. At least finish high school. You know what I mean? Don't waste time going to college if you don't know what you're doing. Because you're just going to waste money. You know what I mean? Like,
You don't want to be in debt.
You don't want to be in debt. That's the thing. Like, it's like
totally
I always
get that.
push that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like I don't know. I don't like. I want them to be good in school. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
every parent wants your kids to be good in school. But it's like if you don't have to go to school, don't go to school. You
Right,
know what I mean?
right.
But
We're
you
doing
better
okay.
have a good plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not saying don't be lazy. I'm
Yeah.
saying if you don't have to go to school to make money, good for you. Make money. Do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But if your goal requires you to go to school, fucking go to school then. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right.
it's just me.
Right,
You know?
right.
And it was like, if you love music, you better put your heart and soul into music, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't just do it for a few years and be like, I'm gonna quit.
Right.
You know, like what did you do the whole time you were doing music then? You know,
Right.
Like, what are you gonna fall on? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like at least have a plan B too. You know?
I think how I look at it, like with music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I never thought of it as like a one thing and done, right? And I thought of it more of as like career wise,
Yeah.
like just because you stop doing it for a little bit doesn't mean like you just stop completely. You know what I'm saying? Like I still work on a little bit of music on the side. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, there's
But-
some people who just stop completely.
Yeah,
you
and
know
people
what I
just
mean?
stop completely, like as if like it's no longer a part of them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
like no, like music for me is like that's my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And everything that I add on top of that is what we're gonna continue to do along with music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be just one thing. You know?
Like it incorporates, like this music incorporates to what we do. You
Right.
know, it might not be a lot, but it's enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think there's so much to it. There's so much to it, and it's really still. I really want to point out the fact that it's still the point of our like identity crisis here. You know what I'm saying? Like us being Hmong people. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, we're behind on music too.
like music for us is. I really want us to evolve out of it. But like, how do we do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to.
Yeah, because music-wise, man, us Hmong people are stuck at a plateau where it's like
Right.
we can't get over it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Like, what makes us like just that little over the head? You know what I'm saying?
You just need somebody just to take
know?
it over. You know what I mean?
And I feel like it's getting attention. It's just not getting that attention that it really needs. You know what I'm saying? Like if we stay too enclosed though, like it's not gonna get that attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I think it's more important for us to have people like us where we kind of promote more of like the American Hmong way. You know what I'm saying? Just to see the other side. Okay, don't get me wrong. I love Hmong music, and I just don't like the entertainment side of it and the business side of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because we're just so enclosed and we're not really, I think, opened, to the idea of being globally known. It's just more of locally known. You know what I'm saying?
To me, it's more like I see a lot of like greed in it. Like everybody expects to get paid,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, you're gonna settle for a couple $1,000s right now,
Yeah.
and then instead of seeing the bigger picture down the road,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like right now, you're like you should be trying to book shows and put yourself out there more than thinking about getting paid. Right? Because me as a DJ, like I don't right at this point in my life, dude. Like, am I looking forward to get paid right now? Like, no, I'm not. I'm looking forward to get my name out there.
Right.
You know what I mean? And for me not to get paid instead of and putting my name, I'd rather put my name out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because later down the road, people's gonna know who I am, and then that's when you get paid, right?
Right.
And it's just, I don't know. It just, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is my thought of it.
Of course. But I think for me, like I'm more of like I'm a people pleaser, and I like to think about like other people's shoes, right? So I think in my mind, I'm like that's really hard to comprehend too, though. You know, like it's if do you do like it's hard to see like a career, right, without getting paid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like
Because it's like, oh, everybody else is getting paid.
yeah,
I'm
like,
not
why
getting
can't
paid.
I can't pay? I'm like, oh,
But it's like, but you put that thought being like away
Mm-hmm.
and just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna book all these shows.
yeah,
Every week I'm gonna go do a show somewhere.
Right.
I'm just gonna travel to do a show.
right,
And then next thing you know, like you do a big party and then and then you pay to go.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
many people already know who you are and is gonna come? You
right,
know what I mean?
right. Yeah,
Because like yeah, you can be on YouTube and stuff like that, right? But performing on YouTube and performing in real life are two different things.
yeah, of course, of course, of course, and that's just the way it is. Literally,
That's why it's like right now, like the person, like you cannot say this is not right. Okay,
For
like,
what?
like who is the top Hmong artist right now for you?
Well, okay, that came out of that was a little right field, but yeah, the top Hmong artist. Okay, see, like
Like performance wise.
performance wise, okay, see, okay. I'm gonna contradict myself. Here, okay, I'm gonna catch myself first before anybody catches me. Okay, like I said,
I mean, I can say what I think too.
yeah, of course, you can say what you think, and but I'm just gonna catch myself before anybody else catches me because in a perfect world, I would know, right? Because like
Like, are you into? Do you listen to a lot of Hmong music, or do you go to like a lot of shows?
but then like as of right now, like where I'm at with music right now, like I'm exploring so much right now that I don't even bother coming back to the Hmong. Like when I do come back to Hmong music, I'm sorry, man. It's just the same.
Same
It's
thing.
just the same old shit. I'm sorry.
So then you would agree with me if I
You
say
know?
this. David Yang is still the top Hmong
Go.
performer,
Go.
right?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry
is.
for all the people
Sorry.
out there that thinks differently, but
David
he's
Yang?
goated.
Hey, when we had him on when we brought him in to be the headliner for our show,
Sure.
good ass performance, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's
He's with the
mad
crowd.
talented.
The crowd loves him. Like
Yeah.
they know who he is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that
It's true. And there's don't get me wrong. There's a lot of fucking mad talented motherfuckers out there.
Yeah.
Like there's so many. I can name a lot. Okay, but I don't want to be a bias out here. I'm not gonna choose my top one. But it's just.
But I'm just saying performance wise.
Performance
you know what I
wise.
mean?
Like I've seen David Yang live.
Yeah.
And I met him way back ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when fucking it's like
When
his,
he's still young, bro.
like when it was his Gumathaw stage. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. Like that was when I was a big fan of him.
Yeah.
And I think I still am. I only say I think because I'm exploring a lot of music right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So. But I can't give you an answer for
That's okay.
a number
I mean,
one.
but I'm just glad that you agree with me that David Yang is still a good performer. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
And he's
yeah.
been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's cool with me.
But if I do have to say one, sure, David Yang.
Yeah.
But there's like I said, I give kudos to everybody because there's
Oh, I'm
still
not
mad
hating on
talent out there,
anybody.
yeah.
I'm just saying,
Oh
like,
yeah, I'm not saying you're
if-
hating. I'm just saying I'm just giving kudos out
Yeah.
too. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people deserve that.
but you think about it, if instead of him, like I said before, like I rather everybody looks to get paid
Yeah.
to do
Yeah.
what they're good at, right?
Yeah.
But me, like, I rather book more shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
To get my name exposed.
Right.
Yeah.
As you said before.
Yeah.
I get that. I totally get that. But I just don't think a lot of people get that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when the younger crowd, like they're all trying to do it too. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all trying to get there. But how do you get there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think we just still need to pave pave the way.
Yeah.
Not paying the way. Is pave the way.
Yeah.
You know, like, but I feel like in a strong sense we do that, but we just do it unknowingly too, because in a sense we're still clueless. You know what I'm saying?
We're all still learning.
You know,
what
yeah,
I
of
mean?
course. You know, it's a learning process, but I feel like if we learn this together, and and we like push it out there, like we're all clueless, then I feel like it's a better sense of community. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's a stronger sense of like Hmong
'Cause
pride. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, everybody been trying to do this music thing and get paid to do it, right?
Right,
And they're getting paid, but are they really getting the
Right.
shows enough to even live off of it?
right.
And it's like, then why don't I do it the other way?
Yeah,
Where I don't try to get paid, just try to get in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Do you ever get lost in a sense of clout?
Me? No.
No, I'm saying like, I'm sorry, I didn't really make that sentence clear. Do you ever like think people get lost in a sense of clout by doing by following this train? You know what I'm saying?
I believe, people get caught up in their clout.
I do too. You know,
I
and
see it all the time.
you know, I really do too. But it's just you know, for all my youngins out there, really, I think just do it because you love it. You know, like
The thing is, like, once they get a little taste of being recognized, like,
yeah,
they
yeah.
just get all, I don't know, they all get all weird and shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Like, just believe in yourself. Don't
Yeah.
do it for nobody else.
like
I swear.
You've been doing it for yourself. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
you're expressing yourself. You
Yeah.
know?
It's a freedom of expression, you know what I'm saying, of yourself. And you know, like I try to stay true to that all the time, but it's just like a message out there, you know, it's just do it for yourself, man. Just believe in yourself and that's it. And I think that comes first before anything else. Do not try to fucking follow this wave of repetitiveness. Repetitiveness. You know, like it's just don't follow the wave, man. Like just create your new wave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go surfing on your own. You know, because honestly, like we need more creativity out there, bro. Like even visual wise, you know, expression wise, music wise, we need a lot more creativity out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of the same old motherfucking Hmong song.
I'm tired of it too, man.
You know, like in the rap game right now, like I'm just learning to appreciate that, you know, because it's kind of going along like the hip hop community and the rap community wise, but it's still like the same, you know what I'm saying? Like
It's still the same.
you know, it's still the same. Like I want creativity, you know, like sorry, I'm I'm preaching a lot, but like and I can't really, you know, express myself as a musician myself too. But like still I just want something I still want something different, and it's just an air out there, you know what I'm saying? But that's just how I feel.
I'm just waiting for someone to bring it to the next level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's all, to me, everything sounds like Nell or like Stupid Young.
Yeah, you know, and if you think about it, like that type of Asian, you know what I'm saying, or that type of ethnicity, it's kind of like you portray their culture and what they do, right? And then you look at us and what we portray in culture, what we do is kind of similar, and that's what makes it too similar. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. Maybe we just need to hit a different genre. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe.
Like shout outs to Kenji Her.
He's a beast.
Because he's a beast. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate like even like going back to David Yang, like I really appreciate the R&B like first vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now that was different. You know, like when he first came out with that like R&B type Hmong vibe, like oh hell yeah, you know that's like a creative ear. You know what I'm saying? And much respect to him. You know, but it's just kind of like I think we've fallen in line of this pop era now. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's totally the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, it's just we're falling into this like this pop era now. You know what I'm saying? It used to be like this kind of 2000s R&B like form, and then we kind of formed it into like this pop
Well, it's going back to the 90s. That's why.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think about it. See, how many times these old ass motherfuckers came back already?
Yeah. I mean, okay, yeah. Well, I'm talking about like the genres type of music, though. You know what I'm saying?
But still,
But yeah, you know,
it's like 90s all over again.
I don't mind it. You know, when I saw Rare come back in at Myth, like I didn't mind it. Thankfully they did because I never thought I would get to see them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Same thing as like Sounders, bro.
Yeah,
I
you know
never
what I'm
thought I'd ever seen Sounders.
Like I'm so glad that the oldies came back when they did too, because you know that's tight. That's cool. You know, like pave the way for us again.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
show us the way again. You know.
But the thing was, like, were they even, like, yes, Hmong people knew who they were. They're famous Hmong wise.
Mm-hmm.
But they still wasn't getting paid like how everybody else.
Right, but I feel like at that point now, you know, now you look at it, right? It's kind of like do you really need to get paid? Because
Exactly. That's the reason why it's like, dude, our OGs in Hmong music didn't even get paid. They just got recognized.
Yeah, but I feel like they have a lot of love out there though. You know, like,
that's the thing.
it's just like look at Luya.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
bro.
Like, there's a lot of love out there. You know, and like who's the guy that sings Valangjua? Do you remember? Vitoke Day. Totally different song.
Chubbicheekp, right?
Huh?
Right?
No, they don't.
Chubbicheekp or something?
Gashia?
Yeah.
Gashia's a group.
I don't know who
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
Okay,
then.
well, you know, our viewers out there, just correct us. But you know, like I think they deserved all the attention that they needed already. You know what I'm saying? And they got it. You know. What more can you ask for? You're globally known.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's just in a way I think of it too, going just a little bit back to the pop era. I only say that too because right now I think the music scene, what's popping right now is K-pop. If you really want to dive into it, you know, K-pop is where it's at right now. You know what I'm saying? My opinion. I'm sorry. He's triggered. I'm just saying because you know.
I'm not even disagreeing with you, bro.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But-
But the look of your face is a look of disapproval. So I'm like, hey, yo, fact check me on that. All right, where my stands at? But no, I'm just saying that because it's just like K-pop is just super relevant right now. So, you know, like I don't mind us, and I kind of want to see us evolve into like that pop form too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's the only way, like, Asians can fucking make it. That's the thing that's annoying me.
But then, okay, you got to give the respect for that though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But, like, everything Asian has to be K-pop if you want it to
Right.
fucking win.
Right.
Like, you look at, like, Far East movement, bro.
Right.
Then,
But then the Korean.
yeah, but the thing is, like, they didn't want to be like that.
Right.
But
Right.
they had to be like that because that's
Right.
the only way.
Right. But then you know, like I think that's just a you thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I think we can't look at it at that way. You know what I'm saying? Because like you really think about it, you just gotta respect. Like we gotta like for what things are is just for what things are. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like there's really no way of changing that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like as much
guess.
as we want to feel like damn, like fuck these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, I hate Chinese movies. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, I'm just throwing some shit out there, but
I love Chinese movies.
okay, just think about it like this. It's kind of like this. I think how what you just said right there. I think of it as like this. It's like whenever you see an Asian movie, who is the Asians in there?
Jelly.
Chinese people, right? Right? You know, it's always motherfucking kung fu.
Yeah.
You know, it's always that. And I think in a way, like, it's just in us Asians that we're like, damn, like fuck these motherfuckers. You know, like they made it, we can't. Like, you know, like it's that like little selfishness in us, you know. But I think we use that selfishness to kind of like push us to go a little bit more in a different route. We could get there too. You know what I'm saying? Like there's, we can get there. It's just a matter of self-respect and respecting others. You know what I'm saying?
You ever see some Hmong people doing kung fu?
No, I mean like maybe in the old Hmong movies, but
That shit look kind of funny.
you're right.
Like the new play shit.
Damn. Yeah, but then, okay, the new play shit was fucking fire back there. You know what I'm saying? The new play and when he was fighting the tiger. Yeah. It was a scary movie, but
Dude, that was pretty scary though.
That
was like one of
buttons, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta say that's like #1 movie if Hmong people die.
Yeah. I think everybody knows that classic.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I feel it as what you just said right there. That's kind of how you felt. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's how I feel, Like, hate's a strong word, but I just dislike the fact that, every Asian Asian representation is either Japanese, Chinese, or Korean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then there's so many like other things out there for the world to see. But why aren't they seeing it?
Yeah.
And I think it's a lot of the sensitive topics that we don't touch. That is why, because we're not strong enough to kind of push that out there and like, yeah, this is our problems. Well, like, this is how we're gonna fix it. You know what I'm saying? So, sorry for my rant, but
Hey.
it's just the truth, and I think the truth needs to be spoken. Welcome to the 920 podcast, motherfuckers. Strong statement there, but
Yeah. I mean, we about that time already, bro. Yeah.
I mean, you got anything else to plug in, man?
I'll be in Ann Arbor this weekend, Hash Bash.
Okay.
And then next week we'll be at Liquid.
Madison, baby.
Yep. At Liquid.
Yep.
I play at the DJ Summit there. And then after that, I'll be at OB's on the 18th of April, opening up for Thread.
Thread, baby, Thread.
Yeah.
And if you guys aren't aware yet, we are giving giveaways. Giveaway video is coming out, I believe. Well, it already came out because by the time you watch this, it already came out. So,
yeah.
We are still doing a second giveaway, though, if you haven't gotten to the first giveaway yet.
We're going to do the giveaway. Yeah, it should be out.
Yeah, it's going to be out already.
Yeah. So we're going to do 2-ticket giveaway.
Yep.
And then next week we do another 2-ticket giveaway.
Right on.
Yeah, for Thread.
Yep. Yeah, and if you guys need to know the price, everything will be in
in the description.
Thank you.
I got your back, my brother.
Thank you. But if that's it, thank you guys for listening to the 920 podcast. This is your host, Copper Show.
And this is Bizzy Biz.
We out. Bye.
Do you wanna talk about it? Maybe we can take a step outside. I don't wanna seem dramatic. I got nothing left to hide. I hear what you gotta say. Wait, when I gotta wait, go where you wanna go. I'll stay where you wanna stay. Know that I gotta change, can't always be the same. Usually, I run away and pack